Alright guys, we're going to try and braid up Amaya's whole head today.
What's up, perfectly blended family, and welcome back to another video. I'm Chantel.
And I'm Greg.
And I'm Amaya.
And yes, we're doing another hair video. So this is going to be Greg's fifth time, guys. Fifth time doing Amaya's hair. I'm pretty excited to see what he does today. I'm sure you guys are. But before we get into this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so when we drop a new video, you're alerted. Alright guys, so I'm not going to be in this video, I'm just going to be behind the camera, and I'll see you guys at the end. Let's get right into it.
Alright guys, we're going to try and braid up Amaya's whole head today. Haven't done that before, I've just been doing the odd cornrow here and there. Today we're going to try and do everything. So we got Amaya set up on her iPad, got everything I need here with me, and if I need support, I got Chantel in the back. So Amaya's mom already washed and blow dried her hair. It's been brushed out, so it's really easy to work through. There's no tangles or anything, so it'll be easy for me to braid up. So I'm just going to start by sectioning it into 4. I'm using proper hair elastics. They're not rubber bands, because I know I've had comments before, you shouldn't put rubber in your hair. They're not rubber, they're just colored. They don't snag or tangle hair at all. I'm just going to use some edge tamer to help pull back the hairs in the front so there's no flyaways. When I first started working with her hair, I was nervous because it was something I hadn't done before, and the hair textures feels so completely different from my own. But working with Chantel, I got comfortable with it really quick. So if you looked at the first hair video we did, I did everything from start to finish. So I washed her hair, I conditioned it, and I did everything right up to finishing it and styling it. And that was a lot of work, but each time I've done her hair, it's helped me get a little more comfortable with it. So it all started with, I would do Jasmine's hair. So I'd wash Jasmine's hair, I'd blow dry it, braid it for her to go to bed. And with Dane King the same, I wash his hair, his mom would braid his hair. And then I hadn't done Amaya's hair. And so her mom, Chantal actually suggested, you should really learn to do Amaya's hair also, so you can take care of all 3 kids. And it's so true. So Amaya didn't mind me practicing in her hair, so she's awesome. I'm super appreciative that she could sit patiently and work with me, because it did take a little time to get started and to practice the braids initially. A little edge tamer and twist off the ends. And if I'm not doing it right, I can pull and tangle and it could be painful, but she sits so good for me, so it hasn't been a problem at all. Because honestly, there's spots where, of the 3 strands you're using the braid, 1 strand gets a little short and you gotta try and take from somewhere else, and that's where I'm still kind of struggling. So sometimes you'll see like a little chunk where I've done that, but then I'm just gonna clip over so you won't see it later. I'm gonna be straight up, I'm not gonna hide it. I'm new, maybe someone else can explain how to avoid that and make it a little smoother, the transition. Again, what I'm using here is the Cantu edge tamer. They actually call it Cantu Shea Butter for natural hair, extra hold edge stay gel. getting it in one go, so that's positive.
Yeah,
you look at me for a second? I had no idea what 4C hair was. So Chantel told me, actually showed me a chart, and this is what 4C hair is. It's like more coarse black hair. I just thought black hair and I didn't even realize all the levels to it. But working with that texture and getting used to the actual feel of it, you get comfortable with it pretty quick. And I think people say it's harder to work with, but I haven't found that it's harder to work with. It's just different than, you know, my hair, just fairly straight Caucasian hair. You do as smooth as mommy, and everything will be perfect. Yes, I love just watching your technique. It's so like flows like that.
When Greg's doing my hair, I watch the Prince Family, our channel, and ASMR. ASMR is when people are eating food and then they speak quiet and they eat it and you hear them chewing it. I also play Roblox and that's it. I go on Zoomerang. It's like TikTok but for kids. My dad cannot cornrow, but he can do plaits. Sometimes he plaits my hair before bed. When Greg does my hair, it feels good, but sometimes when I get really tired, it hurts.
So, what's the worst part when I'm doing your hair?
Well, not much, but when you're cornrowing it and when I have to put my head back, it hurts my neck and my head.
Oh, when you have to keep your head down? Okay, that makes sense. I'll try and get faster so it doesn't take as long as we can get through it. I just find that the more I practice in her hair, the more comfortable I get. So I know people have commented and even friends speaking to me like, oh man, I could never do that. I think anybody could do it. It's just your motivation to actually learn to do it. So I thought, oh, my fingers are too thick. Like Chantel has a smaller or more narrow finger. She can get in there better. And my fingers are chunky. But no, it's just learning the actual technique and then making it work for you. So this is my 5th time doing this, and each time I progress just a little bit on the previous hairstyles. You can go back and look at those videos to this being the first time I've braided a whole head of hair. It still takes me some time. I'd like to be a little faster, and I know that's just going to come with practice, but I'm getting better and better, and I'm so happy to see how far I've come from looking at that first video to where it is now. And as she's getting older, she wants to learn, and she likes to take out her own hair. She likes to braid her sister's hair, and we know one day she's going to start doing her own hair. And so the more I know, the more I'm able to help her learn also. And the fact that I can do it, I think anybody can do it. It's just to gain that motivation to learn. Alright, so that's the back, and now we're just going to finish it up. Alright guys, so we use this Cantu hair and scalp oil. I'm just going to put that in the parts. Helps keep her scalp healthy and helps prevent breakage. It's thick. But in the end, it's a great bonding time for Amaya and I. I know she's proud that her stepdad can do her hair like that, and especially when she gets compliments and they ask, oh, who did your hair? And people are really surprised to hear, oh, it was my stepdad. I love that it puts a smile on her face, and it just brings the family closer together. Alright, so I'm just going to put some beads in. We have a bead applicator tool. Unfortunately, it broke. And Chantel's trying to fix it, so I'm going to do manual version. Well, she's trying to get that done, so I'm doing it the hard way. Just trying to put them on one at a time is not easy, like trying to thread a needle. This is the hard way of doing things. Okay, so this is our bead application tool. The fixed version of it, it's actually really easy to use compared to trying to put the beads on individually. So just put the beads onto the end, the hair through the middle of the tool. And just slide the bead on. And we elastic off the end. So I don't know if you can see it, I'm just making a bit of a hook with the last bit of hair in that bead. And I'm going to put the elastic in here to try and hook it on. Greasy fingers does not make this easy. So basically, you can see I have the elastic underneath, I slide the beads down on top of it. You can see that last little bit of hair just sort of holding it on there. Each time I do her hair, I learn something new. So this is my first time putting beads in her hair. And I watched a little tutorial on YouTube. Chantel showed me how the bead threader tool works, and like you pick it up quick. So much easier with the, what do you call this, a bead applicator, bead tool?
Bead threader? I don't know.
Bead threader? Good one. I don't know. And it's actually quite simple, but now it'd be so much faster the next time that I do it. Nice. All right, one more. Give it a little weight and pull it down. Yay, the tool survived. Gonna have to get a new one of those. All right, we're almost there. So I'm just gonna finish up by putting some of these gold hair clamps in there. So basically, I'm gonna show you what they do. So I'd seen these in girls' hair, and I always wondered how they got them on there and what they did. They like had to thread the whole thing. They're just like little clamps. I'm gonna show it. So it's like this. Can you see that? So I'm just gonna take it and I can clamp it on, and you can make it tight, and they're soft. They're like a soft metal, so they clamp on easy. So guys, I'm just gonna finish up, just kind of trying to clean up the edges here a little bit. I'm gonna use, it's Eco Styling Gel. I've just put it in this container because it's a little more manageable. The container that comes in is pretty big, so this is just easy for me to take and use out of. So it's not actually, it says 24-hour edge tamer, which we used before Cantu, but right now it's just that Eco Styling Gel inside. So I've used this one before, but it's like very, very thick. That's the Cantu edge tamer. And it's almost like waxy. So instead I'm using the Eco Styling Gel, you'll see in here, it's just softer. So this one's just a little easier to work with. I'm gonna try that this time. I think it was the 4th video that I did where I styled the edges for the first time. So you can see, just brush it out with the toothbrush, put a little bit of the Eco Styling Gel in there, and then use the toothbrush again to line it up. This was my 2nd time doing it, and already it felt so much more comfortable, and learned from the previous time that I need a softer gel, and it'll work a lot quicker, and I can just put it in easily and brush it through, and it holds it nice. Looks real good. Amaya loves the finished edges. She tries to do it herself. She's getting better at it too. And that's another thing. Between me and her mom, so she has both parents that can help her with her hair, and teach her how to manage her own hair. Finally done. You ready to see it, Amaya?
Yeah.
All right, let's pull up the mirror. All right, Amaya. Final reveal. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's so cool.
She selects the edges. Let me take that. All right, let's call Mom.
Mommy.
Mommy.
Looks so
All right.
good.
This is my first time braiding out a full head of hair. Like seriously, first time ever.
I think he did a great job.
That's
Really well done.
I like it to look a little cleaner. I'm getting a little better every time. It's not perfect, but it looks
Perfect
good.
in my eyes. It's good, and
You're
she's
being
gonna.
kind.
No, really, it's perfect in my eyes. Like, progress is progress. Forward is forward. And I think the more you do it, the better you're gonna get. Like, I mean, how many men are doing a full head of 4C hair? But I think you did a great job. I really do.
All right, thank you. So this is honestly my 5th time actually working in her hair. So to help me progress a little better, so that working on her hair isn't the only time I'm actually working in hair, we picked up, this is Chloe. So this is just a head of hair to allow me to practice on, so that it's not 6 weeks between working in Amaya's hair. So I know it's different texture, but it'll still help me get more comfortable with the braiding technique. That's the idea. So we'll see if that helps before working with her hair next time.
Chloe's hair is actually really nice. It's 100% human hair, and she has a scalp, so he gets to practice on parting and braiding. And like he said, it's a little bit of a different texture than Amaya's, of course, but it's getting that technique down, and I think you're doing like a good job getting the technique down. So, yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys. So that's the end of the video. Please make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell because we don't want you to miss a